Welcome to Eerie, Britain, your gateway to the haunted heart of the United Kingdom. From eerie whispers in forgotten villages to spine-chilling tales of ancient cities, we uncover the ghostly secrets lurking in every corner of the UK. But this channel isn't just about our stories, it's about yours too. Have you experienced something unexplained? A haunting that sent shivers down your spine? Share your ghostly encounters with us and we might feature them in an upcoming video. Join our growing community of paranormal explorers. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a tale of restless spirits, haunted mansions or spine-tingling mysteries. Your voice matters. Comment or share your story. Let's uncover the truth behind the shadows together. So light a candle, gather your courage and become part of the story. Because the ghosts are waiting and their stories must be told.
Under a pall of night, St. John's College, Oxford. Night descends, darkness envelops the ancient stone, shadows stretch and twist, reaching out from every corner. An unnatural chill hangs in the air. It seeps from the very walls themselves. This is a place where history lingers, and where something unsettling stirs. Footsteps echo in the deserted quads. A lone figure hurries across the vast lawn, their breath misting in the cold. Above, the moon is a watchful eye. It casts an ethereal glow upon the gargoyles that leer from the chapel roof. They have borne silent witness for centuries. They have seen it all. Within the college walls, stories whisper, tales passed down through generations of students, stories of strange occurrences, unexplained noises, and a lingering presence. This is not just the weight of history, it is something more insidious, something ancient and vengeful. This is the legacy of William Laud. William Laud, Archbishop of Canterbury, a figure of immense power and influence in 17th century England. His name is etched in the annals of history, but not as a benevolent figure. He is remembered as a tyrant, a man of unwavering ambition and ruthless methods. Born in Reading in 1573, Laud rose through the ranks of the Church of England. He was a staunch believer in the divine right of kings. He advocated for a high Anglican church. This put him at odds with the growing Puritan movement. His beliefs would ultimately lead to his downfall. Laud's rise to power was swift. It was as relentless as the man himself. He became a trusted advisor to King Charles I. He was appointed Archbishop of Canterbury in 1633. In this position, Laud wielded immense authority. He used it to impose his will upon the church. He persecuted those who opposed him. His actions made him many enemies. His enemies whispered of tyranny. They spoke of religious persecution. And they watched, waiting for the moment when Laud would fall. Archbishop Laud was a man of conviction. He was unwavering in his beliefs. He implemented sweeping changes within the Church of England. He enforced uniformity of worship. He suppressed dissenting voices. He aimed to return the Church to what he perceived as its former glory, a vision rooted in ritual and tradition. His actions, however, were met with resistance. The growing Puritan movement saw Laud's reforms as a return to Catholicism. They opposed his emphasis on ceremony and ritual. Tensions escalated. England teetered on the brink of civil war. Laud's enemies, emboldened by the growing unrest, saw their opportunity. They accused him of treason. They charged him with attempting to undermine the Church of England. The charges were politically motivated. Laud's fate was sealed. Imprisoned in the Tower of London, Laud became a pawn in a much larger game, a power struggle that would tear England apart. His trial was a foregone conclusion. He was found guilty. He was sentenced to death. On a cold January morning in 1645, William Laud walked to the scaffold. He met his end with unwavering conviction. His execution was not the end. It was the beginning of another, a darker chapter. Legend has it that as Laud's head rolled, a ghostly white bird took flight. It circled the site before disappearing. This was the first sign, an omen of the restless spirit. St. John's College became the focal point of his spectral wrath. It was here that he had tasted power. It was here that he had shaped young minds. Now it would become his eternal prison. Students whispered of strange occurrences. Unexplained noises echoed through the halls. Books flew from shelves, candles flickered and died. A cold spot appeared in Laud's former study, and a shadowy figure said to resemble the former Archbishop was glimpsed in the shadows. The haunting of St. John's College was not a tale told in hushed tones. It was a living nightmare. It was experienced by countless witnesses. Their stories, passed down through generations, paint a chilling portrait of a restless spirit. Students spoke of encounters with a tall, gaunt figure dressed in the robes of an archbishop. His face, obscured by darkness, held an expression of unyielding anger. Some claimed to hear his footsteps echoing in the corridors long after everyone else had gone to bed. Doors slammed shut on their own, lights flickered, the temperature plummeted without reason. These phenomena became so commonplace that they were simply accepted as part of life at St. John's. One chilling tale tells of a group of students who claimed to have seen Laud's apparition manifest in the college chapel. They described a figure of immense size and power. It stood before the altar, its eyes glowing with an eerie light. The students, paralyzed with fear, could only watch as the apparition slowly faded into the stonework. Over the centuries, the stories multiplied. Each one added to the legend of William Laud's vengeful spirit, a catalogue of the unexplained. There were reports of phantom chanting heard emanating from the chapel late at night. Poltergeist activity plagued the library. Books were thrown from shelves with unnatural force. Footsteps followed students down darkened hallways, stopping abruptly at their doors. One particularly disturbing account tells of a student who awoke in the middle of the night to find a shadowy figure standing over his bed. The figure, its face obscured by a wide-brimmed hat, leaned down and whispered a single word into the terrified student's ear. Remember. The student, shaken to his core, reported the incident to the college authorities. But like all the others before him, his story was dismissed as a prank or a figment of his imagination. The hauntings at St. John's College were not isolated incidents. They were a constant presence, a chilling reminder of the past's enduring grip on the present. Why does William Laud's spirit remain tethered to the hallowed halls of St. John's College? Some speculate that he is bound there by unfinished business. His life, cut short by the executioner's axe, left him with a burning desire for vengeance. Others believe that Laud's spirit is trapped. He is unable to find peace in the afterlife. Whatever the reason, the legend of William Laud's ghost continues to haunt St. John's College. It serves as a chilling reminder to all who enter its gates that the past is never truly gone. For the ghost of William Laud is said to still roam these halls. A grand legacy, the Old Bank Hotel. The Old Bank Hotel, once a place of finance, now a luxurious escape. Its Georgian facade hints at stories within, stories whispered through time. Built in the 17th century, the building exudes history. Each brick, each floorboard holds memories. It housed families, witnessed joys and sorrows. Now it welcomes guests seeking respite. Little do they know, some guests never truly left. The hotel thrives on its past. Guests sleep in rooms where history unfolded. They dine where families once gathered. The weight of the past is palpable. A tangible presence lingers in the air. The Old Bank Hotel is more than just a building. It's a vessel of time. Its grandeur conceals a haunting truth. Some stories refuse to stay buried. Whispers from the vault, unexplained events. Before it was a hotel, it was a bank, the epicenter of commerce and secrets. The vault, a place of security, became a source of unease. Employees reported strange occurrences. Papers shuffled on their own. Whispers echoed in the silence. The clang of the vault door long after closing sent chills down spines. Footsteps echoed in the empty hall. The air grew heavy. charged with an unseen energy. The cleaning staff, accustomed to the quiet, felt a watchful presence, an unsettling feeling they couldn't explain. Objects moved, lights flickered, doors creaked open as if compelled by an unseen hand. The security guards, usually stoic, felt a prickle of fear. They dismissed it as their imagination, but deep down doubt lingered. The bank's history was intertwined with these events. Whispers of a tragic figure forever bound to the building, a story that would soon resurface, a tale that would haunt the hotel's existence. The Spectre of Prudence, a life unfulfilled, Prudence Burcote. Her name echoed through the halls, a whisper from the past. Her presence clung to the building, a lingering sorrow. She lived in the 17th century, when the building was her family home, a time of rigid societal rules. She was young, full of life, but her spirit was strong. Her heart yearned for more. Prudence's family was wealthy, influential. Her life was planned, a life of duty, of societal expectations. She craved freedom, a love of her own choosing, a love that defied convention. Her spirit, though bound by tradition, sought rebellion. She yearned for a life less ordinary, a life where love, not duty, dictated her path. Her heart, filled with longing, would soon be broken. Forbidden love and tragic loss, Prudence's sorrowful fate. Prudence fell in love, a love forbidden by her family's strict rules. He was a young artist, not of her social standing. Their love was passionate, secret, hidden from the judgmental eyes of society. Their encounters were stolen moments in the garden under the cloak of night. Their love blossomed in secret, a dangerous secret, one that would have consequences. When her father discovered their affair, he was furious. He forbade her from seeing the artist. He threatened to disinherit her, but Prudence, fueled by love, defied her father. She chose love over family. She was disowned, cast out from her privileged life. She ran to her lover, seeking solace. But fate had other plans. War tore him away from her. He never returned. Prudence was left heartbroken, alone. The weight of her choices crushed her spirit. In her despair, she saw no other escape. She took her own life within the walls of her former home, a tragic end to a love that never saw the light of day. Room 17, Prudence's favourite room. Now it's the epicenter of strange occurrences. Guests reported a feeling of being watched. Cold spots, the scent of lavender, Prudence's favourite, lingering in the air. Objects moved while unattended. Drawers opened and closed. The television flickered to life, tuned to static. A feeling of unease settled upon the occupants. A presence made itself known. One guest, a young woman travelling alone, claimed to have seen Prudence. Just a fleeting glimpse, a figure in a white gown standing by the window. She felt a deep sadness emanating from the apparition. Another guest, a skeptic, woke in the night to find his book open, on the page depicting a tragic love story. He couldn't shake off the feeling of an unseen presence. Prudence's sorrow seeped into the very walls of room 17. Her presence wasn't confined to room 17. It drifted through the halls, unseen but felt. A chill down the spine, a whisper of cold air, the scent of lavender, a ghostly perfume. Staff reported seeing a figure out of the corner of their eye, a woman in a white gown, her face obscured by shadow. She seemed lost, searching for something, or someone. Her presence was strongest at night, when the hotel was quiet. The murmur of voices, the clinking of glasses seemed to fade as she passed. A hush fell over the room, as if in deference to her sorrow. Some dismissed it as their imagination. Others, however, couldn't shake off the feeling of being watched, of being judged by an unseen entity. The Old Bank Hotel became a tapestry, woven with threads of the past and present. Guests came and went, unaware of the invisible guest who shared their space, but Prudence remained, bound to the building. Her sorrow echoed through the years, a constant reminder of her tragic fate. The line between the living and the dead blurred within the hotel walls. It was as if time itself stood still. Moments from different eras overlapped. The laughter of guests mingled with the echoes of Prudence's sorrow. The hotel, once a place of commerce, became a portal, a place where the past reached out to touch the present. The Old Bank Hotel stood as a testament to Prudence's story, a grand stage for a timeless tragedy. Her presence, though unsettling, was a reminder of the enduring power of love and the devastating consequences of its denial. Her story served as a warning, a reminder that some choices have eternal repercussions, that even in death the heart cannot be silenced. The hotel with its luxurious facade held a dark secret, a secret that whispered through the halls, a secret that sent chills down the spines of those who dared to listen. The guests came and went, each one adding their own verse to the haunting melody of the Old Bank Hotel. Prudence's story continued, passed down from guest to staff, from generation to generation, a chilling reminder that some stories never truly end. If you find yourself at the Old Bank Hotel, listen closely. You might just hear Prudence's whispers. She might even make her presence known. The Old Bank Hotel awaits. Will you dare to answer its call? Will you be the next chapter in Prudence's eternal story?
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And don't have nightmares.